All right, everybody, here we are. This is it. You've made it to the end. We're in Module 7 and of spring semester 2024. Most students go all the way through. They don't take summers off, but if you are taking summers off, hey, you're only a week away from taking the summer off. So, all right, in this video, we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping, and then, as you know, like we did for the midterm, there's going to be some Easter eggs for you, some wonderful nuggets of knowledge. So definitely hold on to the end. Again, for those of you that are watching these videos, you're going to get some, some good information to reward you for watching the video. Some good information about the final exam. Okay, housekeeping. Course ends Sunday at midnight. Well, not really. Actually, Sunday at 11:59 Eastern. Make sure all of your coursework is complete. The final exam, everything, your quizzes, everything has to be done by that time, Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Reason for that is because on Monday morning, I have to come in and grades are due Monday morning. I have to calculate final grades, see what I've missed, what I need to fix, have all that done. So I have a hard deadline on myself to get your final grades in. I do not have time to track folks down for missing assignments. So again, make sure you get everything in. However, if something should happen, a major life event, something that's prohibiting you from completing an assignment, reach out to me, and then we can discuss what options that we have. At least give me a quick heads up. I don't need a full, full breakdown, but I do, we need to know, like, hey, there's something's going on. Because if I'm grading on Monday morning and I realize, oh, there's a final exam missing, that's 200 points, you're probably not going to be happy with your final grade because nobody can really absorb out of a 1,000-point class, can absorb 200 points just gone. I mean, it may be if you got every point in the course, you could eke out, a B, but you just missed a few points here or there, and you're down to C territory or maybe worse. So, again, reach out to me if something should happen. The other thing, late assignments. As I mentioned in many previous videos, some of you do have some missing assignments. So, get the easy points. Those are definitely the easy points, where the midterm and the final are the hard points. The course is designed that if you do all the easy points and then you do moderately well, you don't even have to do like amazingly well, but moderately well on the midterm and the final, which everybody did with an average of about an 80, a little bit north of an 80 on the midterm, that's putting folks into some good territory for their final grades. So get all the easy points. If you have missing assignments, get those in by when? Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Make sure everything is in, because I'll go back, I'll look for missing assignments, I'll grade everything up in that morning and squeeze every point I can for you to get you across whatever letter grade threshold that you're sitting at. So make sure you do that. And let's see, I think that pretty much covers it. This week, again, our normal week, do your quizzes, we have a progress journal. My recommendation is knock all that basic stuff out first, then take the final. All right, let's talk about the final. So here we go. We got some good information for you about the final. So the final, we've talked about some of this before, but the final will be 100 questions. Each question worth 2 points. It's a 200-pointer. It is proctored, as we've talked about since week 1, and I think we've got everything, all of the, technical issues, I think, are ironed out for some students that were new to ProctorU. I know it is challenging. I know it because I've been through it. It's challenging to kind of get used to it. Some of you were pros. You've had this 4, 5, 6 times already, proctored experiences, and you kind of just, knew how it was going to work. So, but now everybody's experienced it, so I think we'll be smoother this time around. But of course, I've got the reference material, student how-tos, all of that stuff is in the module. In this module 7, its course is back in module 4 as well. The one thing I would recommend that, and if you read the those student supporting materials, one of them is a help number. I had folks texting me or sending me emails when they were having a technical issue at ProctorU. There's nothing I can do from a technical side. Zero. So reach out. Take that ProctorU. There's a phone number. Take that phone number, and I would just, clip it out. Now, have that phone number at least handy should something happen, and then you can call them. So that gives you, I guess, a good chance of getting that technical issue resolved in a timely fashion for you. Because again, I can't do any of that for you. All right. So going back to the quiz, going back to the midterm, 100 questions, multiple choice, not going to pull any punches there. You're allowed to have a piece of paper and a pencil and a basic calculator, or you can use your computer calculator. That's provided within, I think the Guardian browser has a calculator in there. I'm trying to think here, math-wise, it shouldn't be too terrible, but again, you'll have that scratch paper if necessary. Some of you actually may draw a midterm with, 0 math on it. So there is some question bank in there that I put, but for the most part, the vast majority of those questions are going to be identical for everybody. Let's see, what else? Okay, so we've gone over multiple choice, 100 questions, 2 questions, all that business. Yeah, so let's go ahead and, as kind of your reward, and like we did with the midterm, let's say it's 100 questions. Let's go over 10% of the final. So I'll show you 10 questions right now. I'm just going to scroll through them. You guys can answer them. You go look it up. Go to the book, look them up, have your first 10 questions ready to go and kind of memorized. And so we'll do that in just a second. Then also I am providing right down below a study guide. So I basically looked at the questions and kind of grouped things together, and here's some areas I would know. These are, if I do anything, I would know what was on that page, though there could be material outside of that page, pages or 3 pages on there. And then you can make little notes. You can do whatever you want to that. It's a Word document. If you want to expand it out, so you can do that to write notes for more information on there. Totally up to you. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you. So you have the study guide. Make sure you do that. Again, for those of you that are watching this video, obviously a final exam can cover everything within the course. But this exam will cover what we'll call sentinel chapters, major chapters in healthcare finance. So the final exam will be found only in the following chapters. So here you go. Chapter 2, Chapter 4, 5, 6, and 7, 11, 14, 19, 20 and 21, and 26. Okay? You're probably, Chris, that's still like 11 chapters. Well, versus the 30 some odd that you read, this will hopefully cut that down a bit. And some of those chapters, are only 4 or 5 pages. But again, chapters 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 14, 19, 20, 21, and 26. I will tell you that for each one of those chapters, there's about 10 questions, except for chapters 20 and 21. I only pulled about 5 questions out of each one of those. And And there was one real low-hanging fruit question I pulled out of chapter 1. But I can tell you, if you read the study guide, that will be covered in there. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. I think we're covered everything there. We know what chapters to study. We know what the format. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look at those first 10 questions. All right. Again, do your screenshotting, whatever you want to do. We'll just kind of scroll through here. Oops, sorry. Why don't I just use the next button because I'm not scrolling. Should have some music playing as we're doing this. Okay, I gave you a couple extra bonuses. So we did 12 of the 100 questions. So 12%. There you go. 12% of the exam all covered there. All right, guys, I think that pretty much covers it. If anything happens, again, reach out to me, text me, email. That's been working great so far in the class. I think, again, take a look at that study guide. I'll put a link down below. And I wish everybody, really good luck on the midterm. Hopefully, I developed new questions for the entire thing, and hopefully they're a little bit better. But there are definitely some challenging questions that you'll find on there. But again, use the study guide and remember the chapters that we're going to be covering. Kind of make sure maybe go through those and with the study guide in hand, and add flesh that study guide out a little bit more than what's there, and you should do pretty well on the final. Yeah, that's pretty much covers it. Again, I wish everybody has a great summer. We do have a little bit of time off, I think, in between semesters. I don't know. I'd have to go look at the. Let's see. When do we start? When do we start summer? I should know that, but I'm here all the time. I work all year long, so we come back. All right, so first day of class in summer will be May 6th. Yes. So we'll have a little bit of time off. So enjoy a little bit of time off if you're coming back for the summer, taking some classes. You guys have been a fantastic class. I appreciate that. Especially the discussions. You guys have done a wonderful, amazing job in the discussion forums there. So, And with the progress journals, I truly appreciate any feedback that you'll provide me for improving this course. You'll see when you do the progress journal assignment, I ask you a few questions in there. Feel free to put whatever you need in there. As I've mentioned before, this is it's a complete redesign of the course, along with every quiz and new textbook. So that's why we've had definitely some bumps in the road with some of the quizzes. And I mentioned that in a previous video because I was using publisher material, and it was, I don't know. Good what have been good questions for previous editions were misaligned, or there was missing content between edition 5 and the edition 6, which kind of messed everything up because it wasn't covered in the book. So some errors there. So I do appreciate your patience with that, but hopefully went in and adjusted those quizzes for that. So that's pretty much it. Everybody have a fantastic week. And again, if anything comes up, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks.